Hey guys, Kate here with Willowix, your source for weather across southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas, and northeastern Oklahoma. It is snowing, and it is rather unpleasant outside as we currently sit about 7.5 degrees Fahrenheit here at Rocky, which is just very, very cold. So if you have to be outside, make sure you're bundled up. I'm sure those wind chill values are below zero with some of these gusts that we are getting. So I just want to take a little bit of time here and talk about kind of what we're seeing across the area and what we can expect over the next couple hours and overnight. So one of the big things that we're seeing across the area are the impacts to the roads, and I've been kind of trying to preach this over the last couple days here as these conditions are pretty much what we were expecting over the last 3 to 4 days. So the roads are pretty much just obsolete in most places. So most places are just going to be completely covered in snow. And as people kind of drive and they get plowed, that snow can slowly turn into ice. And especially in the temperatures that we're going to be seeing, that ice is going to be very hard to melt. So taking a look at our road conditions map here from the Willowix website, this is up to date as of 5/17. There are a couple of spots I do want to talk about that are a little bit more than just covered. So I-44 between Glenstone and Kansas is closed in northern Springfield. There's also I-44, but I-44 from Miami to the I-49 south interchange near Joplin. The westbound lanes are closed in that area. So definitely a couple larger closures kind of halting up some of the traffic. A lot of these detours are on smaller roadways across the area. Taking a look at radar here, it is very snowy still. So I'm going to put this into play just so you guys can kind of see what happens. So while this looks like the edge of it, it's quite not the edge of it. So we definitely are we are still expecting more snowfall over the next couple hours as our amounts continue to increase across the area. So if we take a look at here at this live kick on drawing tool here, so there's a couple areas of this purplish that's going to be a little bit heavier snowfall. Those purplish areas are going to have higher rates of snowfall, probably close to 1 inch per hour in those areas. So those are kind of pockets of those heavier rates of snowfall, and would still be possible through the rest of the afternoon and into the evening, and pretty much until the snow is done and moved off to our east. So like I said, higher snowfall rates are still possible. Most places are going to be probably about a half inch an hour, although places in those purple bands can see a little bit more, probably close to 1 inch an hour. So as we kind of take a look here at the temperatures kind of across the area, we are seeing a lot of places getting down into the single digits. Pretty much the single digit temperatures are pushing down to the Missouri-Arkansas state line at this moment and are pretty much past I-44 northeastern Oklahoma. For instance, Joplin's around 7 degrees, Springfield's 7 to 8 degrees. Looking down towards Tulsa, we're going to be in the 8 to 9 degree range. So those temperatures are very cold, and whenever you combine it with the winds that are kind of across the area, while they're not extraordinarily high winds, we're still seeing some gust. That's like 24-mile-an-hour gust from the north. By the time you factor those in on top of those temperatures, that wind chill effect's gonna be very cold, and it's likely gonna be below zero, and even maybe down to like -10 below. So if you have to be outside, please do make sure you cover up as much exposed skin as possible. With wind chills down to the temperature that they are, you can get frostbite in about 30 minutes on skin that's not covered. So even if you do have all your skin covered, please try to limit as much outdoor exposure as you can. It's just not good. So like I said, very cold temperatures. Those cold temperatures will continue throughout the evening, overnight, and well into Wednesday and into Thursday night, or into Wednesday into Thursday, as the system kind of hangs around the area here, not looking at a whole lot of melting potential. So kind of what we are seeing across the area is the snow will eventually stop this evening at some point. We're likely thinking the 9 p.m. to midnight range, late Tuesday night. Once that snowfall kind of stops, it'll slowly shift off to the east and start impacting over more towards southeast Missouri, heading into Kentucky and Tennessee. But that winter storm warning for southwest Missouri will remain in effect till 6 a.m. Wednesday. There's also a winter storm warning in effect for northeastern Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas that will also remain in place till 6 a.m. Once that winter storm expires, though, we're going to be running into issues with extreme cold temperatures. So there is a cold weather advisory that's out for southwest Missouri, and I believe is an extreme cold warning that's out for northwest Arkansas and northeastern Oklahoma. We are expecting wind chills well below what we normally see, and that's kind of what's prompting these cold weather warnings that we're going to be getting. So, like I said earlier, please do make sure that if you have to go outside that you bundle up and you try to protect all the exposed skin as possible and try to limit your outdoor exposure as much as possible. That's all I have in this one, guys. Please, if you guys can, try not to travel. Stay warm, stay safe, and we'll see you guys again real soon.